whole
But
it changes. Like running in the
it just came
face
in
and
a little bit.
everything. Like you turn into, hey, how are you guys?
Amen.
Just be like, yo,
Got to make it right, my brother.
who is
We
them
got
people?
200 subscribers over. I will actually share with you who they are. Put this on
200 subscribers
since yesterday. It's been really, really rocking and rolling.
for which one?
We got 200
all of them.
subscribers overnight. Round up with greetings. Greetings. I got ratings. Oh, my kids think I'm just round up. AJ, what's Hollywood? What's Holly? Hood, my brother.
Need a little
Round
water?
up. You want some water?
No, I'm saying, did you need a little bit?
Round up. Greetings, y'all. Greetings. Y'all been waiting for this. Round up. This is Chris Haskins. My mission is to raise, my end ministry is to raise your financial literacy through, oops. Sorry about that. Wrong setting on this mic. Roundup. It's Chris Haskins. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. In doing that, I get to hang out with some of my inner circle members, like Mr. Charles Barnhill. How you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm starting to be a regular on your little videos. I do notice that.
Maybe we should do once a week for you.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know about
maybe
that.
not.
You guys, if you like seeing Mr. Barnhill here, see if he wants to come on once a week, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know. Let's see what the fans say. Let's see what they say.
Round up. I've always got some great content for you. And today, last week. Oh, before I get to that, we had to talk about my street. Apparently, my wife and other people that have visited my house think that my street credibility is not on 100. My street and my background, that I don't have enough. How would you say?
You know who it is. You just let that go. Hey, Brandon from Florida. How are you?
Brandon, if you got questions, round up. We'll get your questions answered. Put them in the chat box. We don't say that I don't have enough struggle with one. Someone else said that about us, but my wife, they think my wife has more of a ear to the streets, so to speak.
Yeah.
Why is that? Do you think that? Why do people? You said this. Say you already. We just had this discussion with my wife, so I don't think it's fair. I think that I am more of. I'm from the hood. Lynchburg, Virginia has.
Wow. He just said Lynchburg.
We have hoods. I promise you.
Yeah, hoods that you put on your head. Yeah,
I have credibility.
Hoodies. That's all.
Brandon, I ain't got no street rep. Go, Charles.
You right, Mr. Brandon. Definitely right.
Why do y'all
Chris ain't got no rap. None at all. Them streets is not with him. Not with him. He know how to do these houses 100%. Guaranteed. He can teach you a whole lot. But when it comes to just recognizing different things out there in that world, different.
Why is it that
I think your wife saved you a whole lot? That's just my opinion.
People think that I think my street
cred went up when they saw me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
When I was round up, we're gonna get to the training. But when I was dating my wife, I used to go visit her. When I showed up, the homies,
they was gonna get him. She saved him on many day. Let me tell you, he wouldn't even be sitting here talking to y'all rounduppers, not at all. But all praise to Miss Princess. All praise.
My thing is, I think I do have street credibility when I'm in the hood. I'm like, I know I can show you how to do this business.
I got you. Okay.
What is your opinion about this?
I'm just go with what you saying.
Round up. Do y'all think your boy has street? Do I have street credibility? Can I show up? And
hear what happy wife, happy life.
Well, he's saying, and even other people that come to my house round up for some reason, they just think that I don't have the street credibility that I should I possibly should have or could have, and I'm like, I think I'm pretty daggone street. If one were to ask, you ain't saying nothing, Charles.
I'm just listening. I mean, I'm going with.
Where did you graduate from?
I graduated from Hampton University.
Ain't nothing wrong with Hampton University, but if you put it up against Off of state, it's different. It's different.
Every day you gonna fail that one.
It's different, And then
So apparently, the word on the street is that my wife,
who is this?
I'm
Yeah,
good.
KFC
We're gonna get to
21.
these comments here that I don't know what y'all are saying, but since my wife gives me a pass in the hood,
Right.
so and I've had this is a recurring theme at my house. I don't know what is going on, but we will let you guys be the determining factor for that.
Wow. I know we're gonna get to these comments over here.
Go ahead, get to them.
Mr. or Mrs. Kev,
I'm gonna
21. I understand what you're saying about broke, but in the same breath, if you're in the real estate game, a lot of the regentrification and everything that's in the hood, right? So hood doesn't mean broke all the time. It's actually where a lot of real estate professionals do most of their work because you're buying the houses from the underprivileged and the places that are going to go into regentrification. So no, I think that comment might have been wrong, unless that's just your opinion. But
It is
hood doesn't always mean broke.
That is true. I thought I was pretty good in the streets, so I'm like, Chris, did I have any? We went to Baltimore last week. Where was your street?
He was like, wind the windows up.
Chris, I'm gonna get you for that.
Where was your street in Baltimore last week? Yeah. What did he run? What happened in
I
B-more?
thought I did pretty good.
He locked that door around.
Somebody said I went hood on them about some land trust. You right. See, I go hood on you when it's for me. I'm gonna go hood on you when it's about some paper. So anything else
get
about
money.
basically, if it's about some drama and some beef, I just don't have time.
Sometimes you got to be able to recognize both. That's all. We
That's
was
true.
pretty much
Recognize
saying.
it,
You
yeah.
got to be able to recognize both.
I'm just tired of this thing in my house. People don't think I don't got no street credibility, and I'm like, I am the streets. I own the streets.
Wow, that's some big words. Big words. Let's get to this training though.
But real quick, a lot of the homies I remember coming up when I was in Jersey, them dudes, a lot of street corner guys. It was almost like they thought that they were going to be on the block. They would outlast the block, and I'm like, dude, this block gonna be here many years by the time
After
you're
you
gone.
gone.
After you gone,
Yeah,
dude.
right.
Who the hell do you think you are?
But hood
Just
don't
that.
actually mean. Street cred doesn't portray. I'm not saying the block as like being right there. I'm like, have your ear to the street.
No doubt.
Because
No
your
doubt.
next deal could actually come from some of that rundown area.
No doubt.
But
You're
that
right.
would be where in the street. The average CEO or whatever that's up in the office,
So I'm
they're
the
not going to
CEO
know
then.
any of the stuff.
I'm
I
the
ain't saying-
CEO of the streets.
I ain't saying you the CEO. I'm just saying you just not a regular employee. That's all I'm saying. Whichever way we want to go with that.
So my wife told you about. Oh yeah, don't forget to hit the like button if we're providing some entertainment for you today, which I usually do not. I'm usually just working. My wife says that the homies didn't necessarily like me coming in the hood dating my wife when I was dating her. If you want to say what they said when I rolled up. Are you sharing that or what? So and then we'll leave this alone and we'll move on. My wife would give me some street credibility. Well, I didn't have it, so I'm pulling up dating my wife.
This is the wife. Hey, I know y'all have heard her voice many times before. She rarely gets on this camera, so you're getting
That
a
is
treat
true.
right
What
now.
they say, babe, when I rolled up, when your boy rolled up to the hood, pick you up.
They was like, where did you get this cornball from?
We gonna get him. We gonna get him.
They was gonna get us.
Hey,
I was like, y'all better leave him alone.
yeah, she saved you. I want you to remember that. She saved you. She saved you. But now everything is beautiful,
I
right?
think we have a good yin and yang with me and my wife.
Yin and yang.
What do you think,
Yin.
babe?
Of course,
Yeah.
of course.
Ah.
And that's good. That's definitely good. A happy wife makes a happy
As
home.
long as you understand, I'm Norfolk State, you have to. Stay
Right.
in your place.
Big de- Stay in your place. Stay in your place. Stay in your place.
Y'all crazy. Well, we were having this talk earlier, and I'm done with it. Every time everybody comes over here, he's like, your wife just got more of a I don't know what. I'm
Somebody at the front door.
Everybody's just like, your wife can I can identify with that with her. I'm like, anyway,
See that?
what is this foolishness? See, y'all see a lot of comments on this
Yeah.
foolishness. Maybe I really am. Maybe this is real.
But you see what he says? Street
Please
street
don't.
cred is important. I wouldn't trade it for the world. Church.
But here's the thing: I've never portrayed to be this savvy, smooth, talking. You know, I'm corny, so I am a cornball. I mean, I've never, even when my wife met me, she's like, "You're just different."
It's fine. You different. You fine. It's
I mean,
all right.
I was corny. I was a band nerd in high school, but I'm like, I never really fit in, dude. I just never fit into the mold. You
But
know?
look at you now.
Yes,
Look at you now. She done made a fine.
She made me. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, no, I was all messed
Yeah.
up, and now I'm.
Now, hey, back
Okay.
then they ain't know you. Now you hot.
They all
They all on you. They all on you. Hey,
Round up. Let's get to some training.
let's get to some
Yeah,
business.
we're done. Well, anyway, guys, I hope Round Up family. I hope you enjoyed that little comedic entertainment because I need more entertainment on here.
Yeah.
Not all
I'll go
training.
with that.
All right, so let's cut. We gotta get an indication. Round Up. Barnhill last week, we were reminiscing, if you will, about the opportunities that he has viewed throughout his life. Is that a good one? Throughout your life?
Mhm.
And just hanging with your boy, just looking at houses. And it's ironic because I got an offer accepted the other day. And I'm like, okay, let's see what Charles is going to do with this one. Another opportunity. Are we going to have will it fall? And this is going to be an ongoing thing. I'm not asking him to make a decision today. We went out to look at the house. We're going to get his opinion. I'm going to show you what the house looks like.
Mm-hmm.
And I eventually, the way this thing is going to unfold, it's going to be whether Charles has made a decision to take action or wait to move on to the next house. Those are the only two outcomes. Are we going to agree on that?
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
And either way, it's cool, man. I'm not judging you. I don't mean whatever. Go.
Well, after looking at the property and everything, the location,
Let's show them the pictures then while you're talking.
okay. Yeah, I mean it's a nice location. It's definitely what I was actually looking for. So I'm definitely interested in this one. And I think we'll move forward with this one. So we'll actually do the acquisition for this and do the rehab. As you're seeing right now,
I don't have it on there yet. I just got to get the pictures.
there'll be
I
a
got
few
more
changes in it. We'll walk you right through it and you'll actually be able to see everything that's going
Oh,
on.
man. I didn't bring the pictures up. Where are those pictures?
This will be a 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom.
Hold on, y'all. I got to
It's
find the
a
pictures.
2.5 bathroom.
I got to find the pictures, y'all. 1 second. Darn it.
Be right with you, people.
1 second. Westview. Is this it? Sorry about that, y'all. Okay, here we go. Is that
it?
picture? Yeah, this is from another.
Oh, you just load them all up there.
Well, that's all I got. Golly. Sorry about that, y'all. Give me a second. I didn't have the pictures up. I should have been prepared for that.
It happens. Things happen.
Yeah, it does. Okay. Regrouping. So this is a house here we looked at today maybe for Charles, maybe not. I don't know. I'll show you. Here we go. I'm gonna share my screen so you can listen. You can see what we've got. I'll share screen. I want Charles to. How old are you, Charles? By the way, let my round up.
47.
47. Okay, so here's the house here. It's all. The offer was accepted last week. And let's show some other pictures inside. Nice downstairs.
That's one of the bedrooms.
No,
isn't
that's
it?
a fireplace. It's
Okay.
a bunch of crap. This is the-
Gotcha.
Living room downstairs.
Utility, half bath there, hallway.
That's the den. Kitchen there. Another one of the kitchen. Nice size kitchen.
Yeah.
This full bedroom is a full walls. I'm not even gonna. That is the communal bathroom upstairs for everybody. And then they're almost identical.
Yeah.
That's the master
That's the-
bathroom.
Yeah. That first one, I believe, was the master.
I think they
This
share a
is-
wall though. I think
yeah. wall divides both of them. Nice size walk-in closet.
Yep. So house is very nice, actually, round uppers. Very nice. So we're gonna go over some numbers. I want you guys to see the numbers because my thing is I want to be completely transparent. Is that fair?
Oh yeah.
So
Oh yeah.
where are you at right now regarding? Are we looking for investment for you or owner occ? What would be?
I'm gonna do an owner op on this one.
This is in general for your life. Are you looking for owner occ or investment? Which one?
Buy and hold is the end game for me. Yeah.
All right. Let's look at some numbers then, y'all. Make sure my audio is right. Yeti camera. Okay. Y'all give us a thumbs up if we're working for you today. Purchase price on this one's 137, right?
Correct.
137,000. Reno. Now it's 2 renovation strategies I can do with this. 120, 130. I'll get to that in a minute. All right. Closing costs. For me to sell this house, y'all. Oh, let me read one. Sales price. Sales price. Anywhere from, let's say, 205
Mm-hmm.
to 230. Oops, that's 230.
Correct.
I just found out yesterday there's a next door neighbor bought the house next door for 190. You know, so I know we're at 220. I mean, it's not a lot of room in this one, but there's 2 ways we can do this one. If I were to sell it, closing costs to sell it, realtor fees,
The hard costs.
Hard costs you can't get around.
That's like 18, right?
Yeah, let's say $20.
Okay.
That's gonna be realtor fees, closing costs, cost of the money, buying closing costs, all that crap. So what I was saying for Charles, what we would do is we have the opportunity to do a minimum rehab or full rehab.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be something that you would have to make that decision, not now on paper. But if I were to sell it, if I were to do a full rehab for you, we would go 30 in it.
Okay.
But the
Now 30 would include what? What would the 30 do as opposed to 20? So just just in case some people they excuse me, people. Just in case some some people, some newbies might get into it and be like, oh well, I can take $20,000 and make this house sing. Because it is preached out there that all you need is 20,000, 25, and you can make a brand new house. A lot of these people see these HG shows and they're like, oh, this over here is 3,000 and full cost, it was only 50, but they don't tell you the backdrop of that it was like an extra 70 actually in there for it. So you actually spent like 100. So what would difference be between the 20 and the 30?
Well, 20 would be just getting it rent ready.
Okay.
That's going to be new central heating in there. That's going to be 4. New roof, 5. So we're at 9 on that. Flooring. And I don't even know if I were just to resell it, just to get rid of it quickly, I wouldn't even do the kitchen. So we're thinking about painting, flooring. That's going to be 15,000 and miscellaneous. What was the other thing? Replacing the vanities in the bathroom.
Gotcha. Okay. Now that would be 30 or more.
That's going to be the 20.
Okay.
I wouldn't even do the kitchen.
Gotcha. So 30 would include the kitchen.
30 is going to be including the kitchen. And really let me ask you, really all you really need in that place is to really make that place pop is a full new kitchen.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that bathroom that I was asking. Could you just rip that tub out?
You want a tub surround. You got to add about 2,000.
Yeah.
Tell me about your bathroom, Charles. What do you want to do with that?
Well, I would actually like to take the all in all one piece tub / shower.
What one piece is?
Well, it's the tub shower combination as opposed to 2 separate ones. I would like to be able to take the whole tub out and just make a freestanding shower, stand-in shower with tile.
Custom.
Custom shower. Tile to the top and bottom with a glass door.
Now, do you care if you got a shower pan base or do you want tile on the floor too?
I would prefer tile on the floor. I would like the whole thing tile.
That's nice, Charles.
Yeah. Now I've seen you many times before when you make that face be like, that's nice. But there's always there's a number behind that. Yeah, you want nice, but there's a price. Did you hear
I
that?
like that.
Yeah.
That
You
rhyme.
know, I put it together.
That is
when I
nice.
can. Yeah. Those steaks are looking mighty tasty over there. Oh, sorry, people. Let me get back here.
So the roundup with Charles, he is a man of nice. I don't want to
Yeah, I like niceties. The kitchen definitely has to. I can do a little something in the kitchen every now and again, but I
He's the
would
man.
definitely like to be able to have that kitchen show up right. Granite countertops.
Custom cabinets.
I know you were saying about actually bringing the
Knee wall.
bring that knee wall down some, which makes a good idea,
To
definitely.
me, it makes it feel open, not make it feel as choppy.
Yeah. Then there's one spot at the back. Got to figure out what we're gonna do with that or just leave
Pantry.
it. Yeah.
Oh, it's just 2x4s. Sheetrock.
Yeah.
It's over.
Yeah.
Nice big pantry.
Oh yeah.
I think it'd be nice, Charles.
Yeah.
I wouldn't eat back there.
Huh?
I wouldn't eat back there.
No. Yeah, that would look corny right there.
Well, I mean,
There's
it
that
was
corny
dope
word
design
again.
right there, yeah. Anyway,
Um,
so he's got let me show you roundup. If you look back in the back, I'll show you. I don't know why they did this. See if I can find it. There it
go
is,
back.
right there.
Now that area in the back.
I gotta
as you-
share the screen 1 second.
Okay.
I'm going to see Bad Boys tonight, y'all. Go ahead. Oops.
That area in the back by the stove is just a big empty
here.
space. They actually had it for the dining room, which really makes not a lot of sense. You should actually have that dining room closer to the front room to make it a nice open space. Then you can actually watch company and everything as TV and all of that as you're actually preparing the meal. Don't have your dining room over in a corner away
No
from
way.
everybody.
That's terrible.
It's so isolated.
So what were you thinking about this space back here, Charles? Tell them what you're thinking.
I'm feeling like it could be a nice size pantry right there, but we won't exactly know until we get in there and start moving things around. It's already in a well-established neighborhood, close to the interstate, close to different amenities. We're over here in Hampton right now, so it might be maybe 15 minutes away from town center, if that. All around, everything is pretty nice over there, and it's at a cul-de-sac, which is one of the better areas to actually buy a home at, to actually be at. Why? Because two things. Well, it's one way in, one way out, and there's not going to be a lot of foot traffic coming back and forth between your street. So that's always a plus. Is you all right? Did you cough? Is you all right? Oh, well, make sure you're good. Need some water?
Okay, rounduppers. Let's stop sharing the screen there. So 32,000. All right. And roundup, if you got a question about whatever, we'll get it in. Don't forget, Ron LeGrand will be here on my channel Monday, 2:00. If you're just joining us, I'm hanging out with Charles Barnhill. We are just going over a deal that we looked at for him today. If you missed the pictures, you can just rewind it. And we're going to see if Charles is going to pull the trigger on this and see maybe this be a new home for him.
Yeah.
All right, so home cost $20,000. The kicker with this, and the reason I wanted to bring them on roundup, here's the thing: when you sell, I tell Charles this all the time. When the buyer and the seller
Work together.
magic can happen. Magic can happen, right? So it's not like we're doing this tug of war. I want this,
Right.
I want that. When the buyer, I'm gonna tell you, when I first started in the real estate business, man, the rules were so different. The buyers knew the sellers. I mean, we introduced. They would help us with closing. They would agree to do all type of repairs for us. There was no problem. Help with down payment. Now it's like you can't even communicate with a buyer now. They don't
Right.
even want you. None of that. It's just over. Too much collusion. Too much, I guess, fraud.
Cutting out pretty much the more you actually interact with the buyer, I personally feel like that's really cutting the agent.
Middleman.
Yeah. So that middle.
That's not a bad thing.
Oh yeah. On our side is great, but on the agent side, of course, you really taking the food out their mouth
Well, here's
because
the
they
thing.
don't have the sale no more.
That's true. That is true. I'm not mad at my agents. I love you, agents. I need you. We need you guys. I work with them. But here's the thing. If you read the book, The Flat Earth, business, you cannot stop progress. And there's going to be a time where people are buying and selling houses like this. It's coming. I promise you. I promise you. It's not here today, but it will be a time. I mean, who imagined you could think you could buy a car like that? Isn't that what you did?
Yeah.
You bought a car, literally.
Carvana. Yep.
You know, guys, and I love my real estate agents, but I think that the days are numbered. You know, I think, you know, I say this lovingly. Eventually, we will agents will be phased
Obsolete.
out. Yeah, they'll be obsolete, but not today. So I don't want to stay there too long. But when the buyer and the sellers can agree to do business without all the middlemen, I mean, it's just magic can happen.
Right,
So let me show you
right.
what happens. Let's do. So Charles can get this thing right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm able to do the work, right?
Mm-hmm.
He can cut out my agent fee for this. Let's say I did 200,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
6%, 6 times, that's 12,000.
So that's gone.
No agent fee. So I'm able to pass that savings on to Charles. Sales price.
205.
Yeah, so I'm able to pass that instead of trying to max out Charles, pushing him to 230 on this deal round up. I'm able to keep him down. And what does he get? Equity.
Right. And the exact home that you actually wanted. Why? Because the buyer and the seller are actually working together.
Working together. Golly. It's just magic when the buyer and the seller on the same board. Let me tell you what some realtors and the realtor business, they want to make sure that they keep the buyer and the seller as far apart as they can.
Yeah.
As far apart. Not all of you guys, some. They want to keep them as far as apart. Why? So they can get that commission and it seems like they're doing something, which they are.
Yeah. Yeah.
They
But
are.
there's really just doing like a lot. I'm not knocking them, but it's really more of just the same talking and the conversation that you could actually do yourself
with the
as
seller.
you could do the same thing. I would actually encourage a lot of investors. I mean, yeah, you definitely do have to use agents for some stuff, but
And
the
we love
more
it.
you
We
can
love it.
actually interact right with the person that has the NACA loans, the FHA loans, the whatever, if you could actually interact with that person, everything I just feel like it levels out a lot better.
A lot better.
It's a lot less headache because both of you guys already know exactly what you're looking for
That's right.
from it.
That's right.
That's just my opinion.
So if we don't know, we'll see how that pans out with Charles. If he gets it, we'll buy it, do the reno. Charles is, I don't call him a master chef, but he's a chef. The man is amazing in the kitchen. I've seen him. So we'll do the reno like he wants it, and then we'll already have a buyer at the back end. He'll cash this out. We'll make an average profit. The average profit on the deal, y'all, is $20,000 to $25,000. That's all we make on these houses. It's not a lot. And he'll get it. We'll be able to save this $12,000. Lower our sales price for Charles, so he gets that equity. We don't have to worry about the agent on that. But once again, we lower our agents, and then he gets his new loan and he gets a home to live in and equity.
Right.
All right. So, where are you thinking, Charles? I'm not going to put a gun to your head, but 1 out of 10 or 1 out of 100%. If we be able to make this house work for you, what percentage are you interested in doing the deal?
I'm like
saying,
about
hold
like
up.
96.
I'm staying in the framework of you looking at how many deals we've looked at over the years.
What do you mean? Like, rephrase your question. Like,
In
what
the
are you asking?
framework of us looking at deals for you, you passing on passing on all of them actually. This one, another opportunity. Let's frame it up. Give them the people that missed last week. Let's talk about why we're here today.
Because there are a lot of missed opportunities that I personally took too long to think on. So the deal actually passes right on by. As opposed to you jumping on right. Like you can't overthink this stuff. You got to jump on it as fast as possible. If you already know that it works, stop nitpicking off the small little details, like, you know, 1,000, 2,000, sometimes 3,000. That's not a lot of money, especially if it's going for something that you already know that you really want.
You say not a lot of money. Is that the Charles now? Was that the same Charles before?
No,
Tell me what the mindset
I wanted
was.
every penny. I wanted to use every cent of it, not even concerning with, this is gonna cost me an extra 3,000. This is gonna be an extra 5,000. No, I don't want to do that. I want to save every dollar that I actually can. You know, sometimes you gotta pay to play.
In real
Those
estate,
are
at
the
least.
rules. Well, in life, I mean, you know, if you're gonna get anything, you gotta pay the price. Nothing in life is free.
Mm-mm.
Hell, freedom cost.
Freedom is not free.
Right. It costs.
I'm glad you're saying this because I think it's a mindset you get over when you're in real estate. Like when somebody calls me, there's $1,000 bill. I'm just like, okay, where do I write the check? I mean, you don't even you just get over it.
Yeah. Right. It's easier, much less stress.
Well, for my rounduppers that are not in the business and think that, you know what, a lot of people I've turned down to invest with me, they want the construction budget down to the dollar.
Right.
And I'm like, I just don't have time for that.
Because
What's your opinion on that?
because you like really right under a gun. Like you got to be with that. I mean, hell, you got to answer to every, like you just said, every single penny, every single dollar that's going out. Okay, well, why did you spend this much on this? And well, look, I think that you might have already put like cabinets and stuff in, and then they come to see it. No, that's not really what I wanted. These over here might be like $15 cheaper. Are you really talking about $15? Is that what you just said? You really don't want to do this house. You don't. You're talking about $300 as opposed. I mean, you're already going to make 30 to 40 off of the house. You're talking about $300.
Good point. Good point. I love it.
Yeah, just can't stick to that.
We're bringing Charles. We're bringing him. Bringing him.
Everything has to change.
Well, even before when we used to talk about renovations, Charles, 30, 40,000. I remember when you first came in, you used to kind of be like, I'm like 30, 40. I'm like,
That's
no
not even
money. That's like
that's
the bottom of the.
yeah. That's the basic.
But then you used to tell me how you would discuss those numbers with the people that were in your circle, and they would kind of have the sticker shock too.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of times you got to change you got to change sometimes the people that you hang around. It takes a while for you to actually catch on to. A lot of times you can be the only person in the room, well, your circle, that actually has a little more going than the other people. And all along you thought that other folks had a bigger and better grasp on it than what you did.
They don't.
But they don't. So they're trying to project their disbeliefs and their
Disbeliefs. That's it.
Their sadness pretty much on you.
Lack of vision.
Like, you know, when they're telling you that you can't do it, this is never going to work. How are you going to do that? What they're really saying is it won't work for them.
It won't work for me.
That don't mean that it's not going to work for me. But sometimes, you know, it takes a while for you to actually catch on to that.
Well, I think people, including me, unfortunately, man, I just had a vision at a young age. I thought that one could own a bunch of real estate and get rent every month and live off of that. I thought that was true.
Yeah.
I thought my dumb self, like, you know what? Let me try it.
When you don't have it, yeah, you'll think that. You definitely think. But once you actually get out and see the world that is real estate, yeah. I mean, anything pretty much.
Anything's possible.
Yeah, it's
As long
different.
as you believe.
Yeah.
As long as you believe. Round up.
It's difficult, but it's never impossible.
Difficult.
Never
Well,
impossible.
you know, it's difficult for the camera to go through an eye of a needle.
Right. But it's not impossible.
Yes.
You just gotta lighten your load. That's
Not
all.
impossible roundup. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. It's difficult. Difficult I can handle.
Right. Once you lighten up your load, lighten your burden up, you start seeing that, wow, this was way easier than what I thought that it would actually be.
This is cool.
So yeah. I encourage people to, like, you know, take a minute to sit down. Look at yourself. Look at the folks that's around you. if you doing way more than they are, it's not that they are bringing you down. It's you are allowing yourself to stay in that bubble.
Let me ask
So
you.
you got to break out of
Let
it.
me ask you, Charles. Let's stay there. When I started my YouTube channel, I would start doing videos at my construction sites, and I felt like I needed to shrink.
Why do you think that?
Are you saying that if the people around you make you feel like you need to shrink, there might be a problem? Because it sounds like you
Not personally. I wouldn't say shrink. You get caught in that spell that you got to conform to what everybody else around you is doing, just so you be able to fit into it.
Well, if you up here and they here, you shrinking to fit into them. Or would you not say that you're?
I mean, yeah, I guess that would be. I never looked at it like that.
If you're hanging out with a bunch of millionaires and you're making 80,000, you're gonna grow. But if you're making $1 million and you're hanging out with the guys that make 80, then you have to shrink to their standards.
Yeah, to a point. Yeah.
Now, we're talking about strictly monetary.
Because if you're reaching down there to that 80,000 person, and you're trying to get them up to the million, you can play there for a little while, but just don't get stuck.
Not constantly.
There. Yeah, don't get stuck right there. Because eventually, yeah, you'll be an 80,000 person yourself.
That's all I'm getting at, dude.
Yeah, I got you.
But you showed me some text, and I'm like, I don't know if you want to share that stuff. Stuff wow. I mean, God bless you.
We'll do that on another one. I got some stories for you.
I'm telling you,
I got some stories.
I've been begging y'all, Charles. We got to do Charles in Charge.
That was a good TV
Charles
show
in Charge. Maybe you could do a spin on some of that.
What's how you pronounce that?
Malakinetics. That's my cousin.
Malakinetics. Thank you.
He's the one that just called and dropped that in my spirit about first-time home buyers.
Okay. Hey, you should really get into that. A lot of people don't know. Your missus made a good point earlier about
Oh boy.
A lot of people that pay if they got $4,000 that's coming into the household, but their bills and stuff is $3,000 and up. You really don't have the money you do, but you don't. You just not going to be able to see it. And there's nobody. It's sad, but a lot of our folks just don't go and teach the other ones how to actually maneuver this. Most of the time, you don't see it until somebody brings it to your attention. But then you might have to drill it. I mean, it's so many.
I'm talking about of being able to save. We were talking about that earlier.
Well, what was you saying about the cuts?
Well, for me, round up. This is what I did years ago. Y'all know I am just the most frugal guy. I can squeeze it.
What was that? I just heard some noise.
What the heck you talking?
Oh my goodness! You're squeezing that penny.
Can I tell
know where you learned that
what
from.
the therapist said? Me and my wife went to the marriage guy. He goes, my wife says, well, my husband, he's got that saving and the wealth thing down. But I needed him to start thinking about some spending. I'm like, oh. So I've got, So anyway, I was saying that to say, I look at when I started to accumulate a little bit of empire that we have now, right? I looked at my life where I can cut out money. Where can I cut it out? The useless, what they call it, disposable income. Haircuts for me. I cut my own hair. So I knew every week it was $10. So it's $40 a month. I started cutting my own hair. I saved $40 a month, put that money towards my mortgage. This is what I did, So I don't know if there's anywhere in your life. I'm telling you about my life. So I don't know how that works for you.
I can't cut my own. I'm not saying I can't, but I'm not going to cut my own hair.
I ain't finna do that.
I know the viewers here see I got a big head, so I'm not cutting all of this.
That's cool.
I'll just go to the man and let him line me up.
So is there anything in your life that you would say I can cut out to potentially have more savings? For me, it's drinking too. So for once in a while, I can spend $100 just on a few drinks at a restaurant.
Yeah.
I guess I won't put Charles on the spot. I'm trying to be.
Oh no, that's what I'm trying to think of.
Oh, good.
What I can cut down.
You bare bones.
I think I could cut down by trying not to financially help a lot of other people.
Wow, that's a big one.
Excuse me.
That's a big one, Charles.
Yeah, a lot of times family can eat you up. Woo! Well, that's the truth. Family can eat you up. Well, I mean, everybody in general, yeah. You got to try to help yourself before you help somebody else. See, this person said
We'll
the
get
same
some
thing
questions.
about potential. Yeah,
We'll get some
but they be
questions.
shrinking constantly.
We'll get some. We can do questions, but I love to talk about real issues, Charles. If you're talking about family, I'm not going to get too personal.
Right.
But everybody has their battles. What I've learned, if you take care of you for me, then I can take care of me for you. I didn't take that one. That's from Jim Rohn. I didn't create that one, y'all. I'll take care of me for you. You take care of you for me. To me,
Each
it goes
one
a
teach
long
one.
way. It goes a long way. Instead of me taking care of 20 of y'all and y'all don't do nothing. All right, let's get to some Q&A, Charles.
Okay. You ask a question.
Oh, go ahead.
Look like
What-
no. I'm saying you look like what the serious look like, boy. Like what?
I'm
What just
serious
happened?
about this.
Oh.
This is my thing. I'm here to raise your financial literacy. I'm sick
Your-
of people
my
being
what?
broke. Financial literacy.
Oh, I thought you said it a different way. I was like,
I'm
no.
from the streets. These people. I'm
Did you
telling
say
you,
literacy? Wow.
I'm
what-
literally
What's-
raising your financial literacy. I don't know why y'all
literacy?
stop messing with me, bro.
How long did it take you to practice that bruh? That bruh.
I came out talking like that.
Did you?
Talking like that.
And that's very probable.
I
that
came
you
out like
just
that, bro.
talking
That's how I
like
get down.
that. To a king.
Roundup Kings. I'm about to change my thing to that. Ain't no
What?
rap sheet. The Roundup Kings. Hey, what's wrong? Oh my! Everybody heard you from in the daggone living room. See, that's that. Oh, hood means good. I like that.
No, it said doesn't necessarily mean good.
Oh, I
Just
got
make
you, yeah.
money. Yeah, they was probably Kev was probably listening to half of it right now. It's
Hustle,
fine now.
That's true. Roundup, you got some street cred. Oh, let me get this. I can vouch for. Look at this. Somebody's vouching for me. I did go hood on you. I get
Some
pissed.
land. What was that?
Oh,
Some
land trust. He
trust?
tried to put a house in his name. I get hot when I got a client now. Guy hired me. Well, Chris, can I just put it in my name for now? I'm like, you do what you want. I just don't have time to convince people that it's not good to put houses in your name.
Had you told them already? That same person? Had you gave them the facts of why it's not good
Here's
to
the
put it in
thing,
your name?
Charles. Here's the thing, dude. I just don't have time anymore. I'm at the point in my life where you can get trained. Just go to my channel, get trained up. Holler at me after you've been there. You with me? I don't got time to be like, okay, well, these are the reasons we shouldn't put the house in your name. A, B, C, D. I got 800 hours of video you can watch. I don't have time for it. I just
But
don't
that
have-
contradicts what you say at the beginning of every one of your videos. You
What?
said, I'm here to raise your financial literacy. Literacy. That's what you say. Just like that. So if I ask you a question about putting something in my name, it doesn't matter if you have 1,000 hours of, videos. I'm asking you right now. So why can't you just answer the question right now?
You sound
Because
like my wife.
how far back?
Y'all over there.
How far back would I have to go to look for that video that you had when I'm talking right to you right then? Just open up and tell me what I'm asking you. Like I said, I mean, a lot of people, we just don't. I'm like an open book. If you ask me a question, I'm going to give you the answer. But make sure that when you ask is what you really want to know. Because I'm going to give it to you raw. Raw. Whatever question you ask, just know it's coming. It's coming. Your turn.
I will take that verbal thrashing Roundup.
That's not a thrashing. That's you said what you say. I'm
have
very
time.
transparent.
I'm
I don't have
transparent.
time. But
I'm
you
glad you being transparent tonight.
hey,
That's all I can do. That's all I can do.
that's what I do. That's what I do.
Roundup, y'all should.
I wish y'all could smell these onions and this here steak with these taters that's going on. She doing her thing. No, that adds to the ambiance. See, I just went.
Yeah.
I went like him. Say add to the ambiance. I know that ain't no word. I know that. I know that ain't. See how I doctored that up though. That's gotta understand.
Anyway,
you gotta have some fun
round
with
up.
this at the same time.
When someone asks me the land trust master,
Oh, he was the
why
master?
shouldn't I? No, you asked me. I'm claiming
Oh.
that title.
Wow.
If you gonna ask me one, Chris, can I just put it in my name? Go ahead.
Why? But I asked you a
Already know
question.
my position.
No, but if they
What
don't, they
idiot?
don't. If they don't, they don't.
Charles, okay. If you know me, let me ask you. I ain't even.
But you
What is my
said somebody, you said somebody offline,
They
right?
already hired me.
So did you explain to them exactly? Look, okay, I'm that person. Chris, should I put this in my name? No, Charles. Let me tell you why you shouldn't put this in your name. Yes, I have some videos for you to see, but you're asking me a question right now. Let me give it to you. This is why you shouldn't. These are the flaws with that. If you do it over here, put it in the LLC or put it in the land trust, it comes out better. Why? Because if somebody comes after you to sue you for anything, if they see that you have this property under you, they can get you. They can get you for that. Is that or is that not one of the reasons?
That is one of the reasons.
Oh, okay. That's why you tell them when they ask. I mean, if we're being real, transparent with it, just tell them. What's the problem? Tell them.
As we were talking, they told me, "Yeah, Chris, I know that you shouldn't do that. I already know you're not supposed to do."
So you ask them right there. Okay, so why are you asking me if you already know? Are you just trying to get my approval? Some people just need you to pull them like that. Hell, I needed some pulling for a good little minute. But if I'm telling you, oh well, I already know that
That's
this
what
is
it
this
said.
and this.
I
Oh,
already know.
okay. Well, you got it already. You already know what my answer gonna be. You just answered it for yourself. Hey, praise
So
Jesus.
you're telling me that I need to be a little more.
I'm not telling you what you need to be. I'm just
You're
telling
suggesting.
Yeah.
Give it to me, Charles. Dang. All right, forget it then.
I'm
I wanna
asking
hear what you
every
got to
time
say.
you ask a question. I said I give it to you when you ask a question. I can't just come off the top with it. Please don't die over the neighborhood.
Hold on, Chris. I got
Your
the
mama
street
ran it. Jay-Z. I like that
D.
about
Brooks, do you think Section 8 real estate is a good way to start? Absolutely. Absolutely.
you. Why do you think that?
Because let me tell you what I did. I'm just going to tell you my path, D. Brooks. And don't forget Roundup. Hit that like button below. And please subscribe. Also, I need to know where you're chiming in from. What city, state? D. Brooks, let me tell you what I did. I lived in a unit, right? I put my house on Section 8. I showed it. The Section 8 tenants came over. They came. I took applications. When I got that one I liked, I moved out. They moved in. So it was put the burden of finding a good tenant on the tenant, not on you. So you don't want to have an empty house. So what I did, I moved. I bought a house, moved, bought, moved, bought, moved. So yeah, Section 8, great way to start. Hit the like button.
Why?
Oh, go
Because
ahead.
your income is guaranteed? Because Section 8 is gonna pay every month.
That's not to say you better not. You better pre-screen them though. Remember that when we had it?
Yeah. You
Why
better
she
make
moved?
sure.
Yeah.
You better make sure.
Hustle gifted. Street credit is important. I wouldn't trade it for the world.
I like that. Hustle gifted. Hustle hard.
Yeah, poor. Look at that. I'm getting some sympathy over here.
Poor
Thank
Chris.
you, Nick. You got some good food sold to sprinkle some referral money in the hood. I am a cornball. I didn't know that. Ease up on HU. This Hampton University. Oh. Yeah, that's true. Some people get a good education. Credit. Brandon, hey, Chris, would you rather have street cred and be average 6-figure investor or no street cred and 7 to 8-figure investor? Good question. I'll take the latter.
The 7 to 8 figure. Okay. I got you. Just depends on which way you look at it. Nobody's idea of the success or the money factor is ever going to be the same.
Nope.
The person, I'm not saying this is always the way it works, but the person with the 6 figures, Mr. Brandon, that you're saying, the person with the 6 figures sometimes can actually be more satisfied with the luxury of peace.
Let's work.
As opposed to the person that has the 7 to 8 figures. I'm not saying nothing's wrong with that. That's not what I'm saying. But you put a lot of question marks like right there, like you really needed the answer. So I'm not saying that that's wrong. I'm not saying the 100 is wrong. But the peaceful mind with the 100, which is the 6 figures,
far away. Depending
on where you live at or what state you're in, hell, 6 figures is really nice. Really nice.
That's the way to go.
7 and 8 is good too, but sorry, I just want to chime in on yours, Mr. Brandon. Continue, Chris.
Ronald Rucker, can you tell us where to find general contractors to use? That's a good question. Matter of fact, I'm talking about that in my newsletter.
What state is that person in?
They didn't put it.
Because
Ronald,
your contractors here might not work for them. Let's go to
Which
Angie's list. So
you can't put Angie's List. I've never done it. Angie's List, Charles is recommending.
yeah, Angie's list will work. Hell, you can even find them on Craigslist now. They
Craigslist.
actually advertise a lot up there. Or go to your local real estate group.
You can go there. What I do is I drive around in the neighborhoods. I look for the empty dumpsters in the driveways.
Makes sense.
I go to Home Depot and Lowe's and see who was buying materials. You can find a lot of the Latino brothers there. I love my Latinos. These guys work hard.
Mm-hmm.
And they a lot of them in the morning, they kind of hang out in the parking lot and have a little coffee. But those are my two that I use. Drive around in the neighborhood, look for the empty dumpsters, my friend. Hey, Jameson. Why sell it, not BRRR? Buy, renovate, refinance, repeat. I'm not at that stage in my life right now. Did you want to chime in on that? Are you going to do that?
No, that makes sense right there. Makes sense.
Moving from California to VA, what area do I recommend we start to search an established neighborhood? I don't know what part of VA you're going to be in, bro.
Right.
Charles, did you have a crew of laborers to renovate that you would always use? As you grow, do you find yourself needing more rental labor?
Not more rental labor. Yes, there is a specific crew already. They normally do excellent work. So if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Amen to that. Making efforts to create a new circle for yourself. Praise God. Praise God. I'll never forget, Charles. I don't know if you want to share about, I know when we have certain things. Anyway, you were saying how you can't necessarily ask certain things for your circle, and you needed to get a different circle. Always appreciate your insight. Oh, you're welcome, Jameson. Praise God. Thank you. And the friends I bring on. Yeah, I enjoy Charles' opinion. I want him to be a homeowner.
Figure out where to start. That seems to be the hurdle.
Charles, what would you recommend? You're just starting out. Well, I consider you a newbie. Go ahead.
Yeah, wholesaling. Hang around as many real estate professionals as you possibly can. If you work in a 9 to 5 or not, if you working between 10 and 12 hours a day, it's a little harder. You just gotta try to use any of the free time that you can.
Yep.
Just like he was saying earlier about going to Lowe's, Home Depot, other places like that, you can also find some of those investors in there. You might be able to tag along behind a few of them or wholesale.
Yeah. But don't forget, every time you talk to an investor like us, guys, keep in mind, what is it that we want?
Right.
Don't come ask, good God.
Don't come saying the money that you want.
Yeah, no one cares.
Yeah. Make sure you go to them like, what can I do for you?
There you go. Servant attitude. Success sabotage. Don't forget, Roundup, we have our baby registry at Amazon.
That's that crab
Target
mentality.
And Walmart. Jameson, I have so much potential, but I find myself shrinking constantly. You need to get out of that circle. Before I started my YouTube channel, when I was starting it, I would do my videos. Jameson, I cut the camera on. I see my people looking around like, who does this guy think he is? Who think he is? I'm like, you know what? Be right. I ain't nobody. Cut the camera off. This went on for years, y'all. Boom. Finally, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this. I don't care what the hell you say about me. So now I can cut the camera on anywhere at any time because I know my mission.
Not anywhere and any time. You cannot. You can't turn it on anywhere and any time.
Where do you think I wouldn't cut it on?
Gee, let's see. There's so many places.
See, this is what I got. You go back to the beginning conversation.
I'm just saying. I bet you wouldn't. I bet you wouldn't.
I cut it on in Baltimore last week. Now,
but
what'd they do?
Would you cut it on in the bathroom?
I would.
Oh, you would. You gonna get one up here? You sitting down? That's what you gonna do? Take a shower. You gonna when your baby come? Are you gonna do that?
That far with it, round.
You just said anywhere. I could have swore that's what your verbiage. That's what you kicked out. Anywhere. Anywhere.
What would you recommend as a first step to jump in? I'll let Charles take that.
Wholesaling. Hang out with folks.
It's not that you can't afford, you just don't make enough to buy it. That's true. It's not that it's too expensive. You don't make enough.
Right.
Charles, he said, hey, Charles. Jermon.
Jerome. Oh,
Jermon. Wow, look at that. It's a good picture. Best list to pull from PropStream. I would have to think maybe the divorce one. I don't know what
can
the
you do
best one
delinquent
is.
property?
I don't know.
Can you pull that off of there?
I don't think so. Might. Good question. That's a good question, Christina. I would like to see who would like to answer that one. I'm not sure. I feel like credibility is my biggest fear. It don't matter. No one cares about your credibility. They want to know you come up with the money.
Can you do it?
It's all about attitude. See, I was broke my first 5 years. Privacy, bro. Can't see, can't sue. Talking about land trust, no doubt.
Correct.
Short answer, refer them to the site. Kev C21. That's right. Thank you. Thank you, Big Daddy.
I see some more people agree with what you're saying. I'm not saying that's wrong, but I mean, if somebody's asking you right then, what's it going to hurt you?
Charles, I don't think it's fair. Why is it my, you know what? I'm going to take your advice and I'll tune.
Define fair.
Fair is whatever is in my mind at the time.
Oh, fair for you. Got you. Not the other person. Because you did say when a person comes up dealing with the investor, the person is supposed to come up and say, hey, what can I do for you, Mr. Investor? Not what can you do for me, Mr. Investor? So if these are your students and everything, you're supposed to give right back. That's your way of making sure that the class is full of knowledge.
Why can't I give the way that I choose to give?
Because you're not a civil servant then. You just...
You'd have taken your boy to be a civil servant, y'all.
Is that not... If you said if your financial mission is to raise... I'm just saying. I mean, if it's the truth, then it's the truth. I mean, if somebody asks you a question, answer the question. What is the problem?
Because I only have 24 hours in the day.
Yeah, all us do. Mm-hmm.
We do, Charles. We do.
How many minutes does it take? Minutes, not the day. How many minutes does it take to say, this is your answer? All right. God bless. That's it. We doing it right now. I know it's a lot to take in with Chuck. I know it's a lot. This is why you don't bring in like that.
You get 1 hour a week. That's all.
I get.
We gotta cut you back.
We getting ready to touch that out.
Basically, Charles, we have this issue with Charles personally.
Define who is we. Who got this issue with me?
Wow, this is really crazy. You don't really go there.
I'm just asking.
You gonna get black? Oh wow.
Oh, okay. So you don't like me being black? Okay.
You gonna go black?
That's cool. That's cool.
How can I say this? Ron LeGrand
just
told me,
say
he
it
said,
straight.
Chris, I don't give seminars to people that aren't ready to receive them.
Okay.
I enjoy taking advice from multimillionaires. Let me say that first.
Mm-hmm.
Second, I feel that if someone comes to me and they say, Chris, I know that you don't like putting houses in our name or in my company name. You already know. I'm like, if you're hiring me, you know me. Right? You wouldn't hire me if you didn't know me. You wouldn't give me
a lot of people can hire you.
Dollars.
A lot of people can hire you right off of this YouTube stuff just because they see what you are. Well, they see and hear.
My mission.
Yeah, what you're going through up here. They see that. They hear that. So, man, this is a good dude. Let me go ahead and hire him.
Don't give me thousands.
Because the people in other states, they don't know you. They just see you, right? And they hear you.
I think people know. They know me, bro.
Oh, so okay. I didn't know all the people who hire you over other states, they know you?
Well, wow. What you mean?
Well, you get a lot of referrals from up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do they know you? Or have they just seen you up here?
Then what do you mean by no?
What do you mean by no?
I think I have 800 hours of content on this one channel and they can see my character, my spirit, my integrity, my honesty.
So they know what you said up here.
No,
but they haven't talked to you.
You could see, dude, you could see my actions on here. I'm going dealing with homeowners, dealing with you.
I know I'm a lot to deal with. I know that, definitely. So
you daggone right about that. So anyway, my point is why I
when
decided
the student
to myself,
is ready, the teacher will appear.
That's true.
Did Mr. Ron say that too?
He does.
Oh, you know that means, right? You all right over there? Oh,
Babe, I can wrap this up.
No, you got to. This is more.
that was the sign. You taking too long.
We almost done roundup. You always come from a different vantage point.
Yeah,
Not always.
most times. Most times.
Charles comes from a different vantage point. For me, if someone's coming to me and telling me that they know they shouldn't put a house in the land trust, maybe I should spend more time with them to understand. But at this stage in my life, I'm like,
I mean, even if it's not just, you don't have to, if somebody come to you like that, you could, once they finish talking, you could simply say, well, you already got your answer. You know what I'm going to say. All right, what's the next thing? Not just tell them, you do what you want to do. You just do it. Just do it. That's going to lead them down the wrong path. You prefer to have more referrals from people that are awesome with it. He said this your people, ain't that
that's
something?
my own cousin.
Right. What'd he say?
Let me delete this comment.
Oh wow, delete. When he talking about, hey, thank you. What'd you say?
Malakinetics.
Malakinetics. Thank you
Let's
for your
move
support.
on, man.
Yeah, we're not gonna read that one, right?
I will. Yeah, I will
That's
take.
cool.
I will take time with people.
It's fine. Okay.
I take time
man.
with you. Oh,
I'm
I
a-
don't know about that. Oh yeah, I don't saying about
Hey.
that.
Hey, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I promise you, I'm not doing this with anybody else. You won't see any videos on my channel with this.
Right.
Can I get any credit for that?
Oh, okay. So you do
Yes
it.
or no?
So, yeah, you can. You
Oh,
can.
darn.
So you do it for congratulations and stuff. Is
I
that what
said
you do it for?
I'm gonna leave it
You
at
asked
this.
me, could
I'm
you
gonna say
get
you like
credit
this.
for
I'm gonna
it?
leave it at this.
You need credit?
I promise you, you're not gonna see any more interaction with this with no one else on my channel. That's with no one else. Period.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave it at that. BX Express that 30% to the IMF IRS using a land trust has me thinking I should use nonprofit. So that's above my pay grade.
To reduce that, but I mean,
Need to still, yeah. I don't know about that. That's still you talking about tax evasion. Google and Craigslist for contractors driving for construction sites. Absolutely. Bobby Jam. Why not start with lease options? I think they're easier than wholesaling. Charles?
yeah, you're right. Definitely, they could be, but you know, yeah. But the wholesaling, the actual beginner technically doesn't have to have any money involved in it. If it's a lease option, but then yeah, you're right. I used to always think that too. Yeah.
No money, no cash.
Yeah, you do gotta have some kind of money
Yeah,
because you gotta have your bandit signs, you gotta have your door hangers if you're gonna still do that.
Yep.
You gotta be able to pay for a deal machine if you're
Whatever.
gonna do that.
Couple $100 a month.
Yeah.
Janine. Hey, Janine. Nice picture. Hey, guys. Can you refinance or get a second home equity line of credit on a vacant house? Highly doubt it. Highly doubt it. I don't know any. Oh, my Lord.
Bacon, fully cooked.
That's a lot of bacon. Bacon.
Oh,
Hey, Bubba.
you were leaping.
You gonna say hi? Wanna say hi? Come around, Bubba. Come over here between me and Mr. Charles. Guess not. I got my answer. Do you co-sign for investors for a fee to get loans on a first mortgages? No, sir. Do you?
No.
True Blue. Hey, Bubba. What's going on? How's your nap? Hey, Bubba. How's your nap, Bubba?
Good.
What did you dream about?
It's a secret.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what I got to deal with. Can you advise on how to get started wholesaling? I would get on that deal machine, man. You start, especially when you're working a job.
Right.
Get on that deal machine. And the thing is, True Blue, I don't know why these gurus are saying you can get paid in 30 days, which you can. But I'm like, real estate,
You gotta hustle for that.
look
I
at a
mean,
lot of deals.
yeah, you talking 20 houses on minimum a day.
Oh, a day, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta be out there from the sun up to sundown.
Mhm. Can I HELOC on the subject too? Probably not. Probably not, silly girl. BX Express. Oh, what area? Sorry about it. Kev 21. I don't leave people hanging. See? Thank you, man. I love that. I'm with Charles. Oh, let me get off that one. I'm with Charles. If I hired you, I think a part of that fee would cover the short answer, or at least tell them before you do that. Look at this video. I did it on the subject. That's a good point, Mal. That is true. Tax avoidance.
Thank you.
That's right. You're right. Maybe I need to just say, hey, listen, go to my channel and watch that video, Mal. You know what? I'm just getting grumpier the older I get. I got to tell you.
It happens. It happens.
My thing is, if you think you need to buy a house and put it in your name or your company name, and
But that's the way everybody has always. Only people that are dealing with real estate, they're the only ones who really know that. But anybody that's brand new coming in, they don't know that concept of lease option or subject to. They don't know that stuff. So all they've ever been programmed and known to do was go ahead,
what?
get a loan, get the house, and that's that.
Good book right here, y'all. I'm reading now. Think and Grow Rich. A black choice. See? A black choice, bro. But they said I ain't got no credibility. Final thoughts on this house here, Charles, until we're gone.
I'm definitely interested with it. We're gonna go forward to see where we go with this.
Cool. Sounds good. Round up. I love you. Don't forget our baby registry. Baby's due April 28th. Baby registry at Walmart and Target. Just type in Chris Haskins and Amazon. You know, and we have Juan Legrand, Papa, Monday at 2:00. Let's go see. We're going to see Bad Boys, right? 6:30. I love you. Oh, huh?
Today,
We're going to see Bad Boys today. That's right.
who's gonna babysit?
Hmm?
Who's gonna babysit?
You coming with us? Make sure you subscribe, my rounduppers. Hit that like button. Good. Let's get my muscles up.
No, I'm not.
I love y'all. See you soon, roundup.
Peace.
Wait, Daddy.